It's election season, and the political scene is buzzing with electrifying energy. Both parties are battling hard to maximize their chances of getting into the White House. But let's hit pause on all the election drama for a moment and take a look back. Let's rediscover the incredible stories of our past presidents who didn't win their first shot at the presidency, but came back even stronger to grab that top spot. Number 4. Richard Nixon. A towering and controversial figure in American politics, Nixon is remembered for his groundbreaking diplomatic achievements, like opening relations with China, but his legacy is also marked by a controversy. His presidency ended in infamy with his resignation over the Watergate scandal, a dramatic fall from grace that shook the nation. Despite the scandal that marred Nixon's career, his rise to America's highest office continues to be an inspiration for millions of people in the country. However, Nixon's road to the Oval Office wasn't exactly a straight shot. In 1960, he ran against John F. Kennedy in a high-stakes presidential race. Despite his strong credentials as vice president under Dwight D. Eisenhower, Nixon suffered a narrow defeat, leaving him politically wounded. Yet, Nixon's political career wasn't over. By 1968, he orchestrated a remarkable comeback, capitalizing on public discontent and positioning himself as the solution to national unrest. Nixon clinched the presidency, served 2 terms, and left behind a legacy that's as complicated as it is significant. Number 3. Ronald Reagan. Before assuming office as the 40th President of the United States and a beacon of conservative ideals, Reagan was already popular as a Hollywood actor and the charismatic governor of California. He brought a sense of optimism and confidence to the political stage, appealing to Americans who were hungry for change. But Reagan's road to the presidency wasn't without its bumps. In 1976, he made a bold move by challenging sitting President Gerald Ford for the Republican nomination. It was a risky play, and when he lost that primary, many thought his political career was over. Reagan found himself on the sidelines, his dream of the Oval Office seemingly out of reach. Yet, true to his resilient nature, Reagan didn't give up. He regrouped, refined his message, and by 1980, he was back with a vengeance. Reagan won the presidency in a landslide. His victory marked the beginning of a new era in American politics, proving that even after a setback, determination and belief in a cause can lead to the ultimate comeback. Number 2. George H.W. Bush. Before he was the 41st President of the United States, Bush had already built an impressive resume. He served as Vice President under Ronald Reagan, was the Director of the CIA, and even the U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations. He was known for his deep understanding of foreign policy and his steady hand in navigating complex international affairs. But Bush's path to the presidency wasn't without its hurdles. In 1980, he threw his hat in the ring for the Republican nomination, only to be defeated by none other than Ronald Reagan. Yet, Bush wasn't one to give up. He accepted Reagan's offer to be vice president, a strategic move that would pay off big time. By 1988, Bush had positioned himself as Reagan's natural successor, and when he ran for president, he won in a landslide. Number 1. Joe Biden. One of the most captivating comebacks in American political history, Joe Biden's journey to the Oval Office is a tale of grit, resilience, and defying the odds. After multiple setbacks, including a crushing loss in 2008 that many believed marked the end of the road for the then 65-year-old, Biden stunned the nation by becoming the oldest president in U.S. history. Before this remarkable feat, Biden had spent decades in the Senate and served as vice president under Barack Obama, earning respect for his deep foreign policy knowledge and his down-to-earth connection with everyday Americans. But his path to the presidency was anything but smooth. In 1988, his first bid for the White House ended in scandal. Then, in 2008, Biden's campaign fizzled out quickly, but Biden wasn't done yet. When 2020 came around, he roared back into the spotlight, running on a message of healing and unity that resonated with a country in turmoil. Against all odds, he secured a decisive victory, proving that it's never too late to rise, no matter how many times you've been knocked down. So, there you have it. Stories of presidents who didn't let a few early losses keep them down. These leaders remind us that success isn't a straight line. It's not about how many times you stumble, it's about getting back up and pushing forward.